asking if I had been going the distance, sing a prayer for passion that I cannot deny.
Hello everybody, my name is Skybound
Starlight Flux.
and we've just got finished watching Season 2, Episode 1, or Episode 14 of My Hero Academia. And obviously, because this is the Season 2 kind of opening, it was mostly kind of a recap of the Season 1, but it also seemed to be the introduction of, I guess, what the second series is going to be around, which I guess is the sports event?
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be this sport event, and I think this is where he's going to learn, well...
This is where he must grow, like, massively as a character, because he has... Because obviously... Well, actually not so obviously with this...
What's the name again? God damn it, what's the name of the character again?
Are you talking about Midoriya, or...?
Is it Midoriya? Yeah, Midoriya.
The one who got All Might's power?
Yeah, Midoriya. Midoriya... I could see this being the season where he learns to control his power, because they sort of went into it slightly with the whole, when he tried to use it on an actual person for the first time, he subconsciously held back on it, and therefore didn't break his arm by doing so.
See, the thing is, what I originally thought when I saw that was because that villain that he actually ended up punching, that ended up blocking the punch, had like shock absorbing power, so it just kind of sucked out all the power from the punch, and that was why it did damage it.
Yeah.
But I suppose as well, the fact he was automatically kind of holding back instinctively, that is a potential thing, because that is a thing, you know. Like it's like if you try biting down on your finger, you won't be like. Although you've got the crushing force to do it, you won't be able to bite your finger off, because your brain goes, what are you doing? Stop this right now. And it just won't let you physically do it.
Stop. It's time to stop, basically.
Yeah, that's why literally the only way you could probably bite your finger off is if you put your finger...
Why are we trying?
I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying if you put your finger in your mouth between your teeth and someone punched you really hard in the chin, then it might work. But if you try doing it naturally, it won't. Also, don't try this at home, kids. just don't. Don't go biting your fingers off.
We should point out we hold no responsibility for it if you do.
But I'm just saying
saying that for legal reasons. Yeah. If you decide to do that, it's your own damn stupid fault, and that pain you're feeling right now is deserved.
But what I mean is, I think maybe it's kind of a similar brain function, where it's just like, he doesn't want... Because every other time, if he's been hit like, say, a robot or some non-human kind of opponent, it's a lot easier to sort of, you know...
fall out on it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose in a way it could also be considered like, you know, people who go hunting, you know?
What?
Because people who go hunting, they don't mind, like, you know, shooting animals or whatever. But if they were told to shoot a human, they probably wouldn't want to do it. So
I never really thought about it that way.
So maybe it's a kind of similar thing as well, where it's like they don't want to kill. He doesn't want to kill another person. He just wants to give it enough force to essentially incapacitate them without killing them. Obviously.
It didn't stop All Might though.
It didn't stop All Might, but then again, I think All Might was just he was pissed off at that point. But it is interesting. Also, props to Eraserhead just walking into the classroom covered in bandages. You know, going to school despite the fact like he's just covered in bandages.
He looks no different to...
Tis but a scratch.
Looks no different to normal. He's just covered with a few more bandages.
Look, you stupid bastard! You've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look. It's just a flesh wound. But yeah, that was pretty good as well. And I do think that was a really good sort of opening for the season, actually.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good one.
Definitely a good way to open the season, because it recaps us on everything, which is good because we haven't actually watched an episode for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, for various reasons.
So it was good to get caught up. It was good to see... essentially, it was good to see the placeholder for this season being put into place, that sports event. I think that's gonna do a lot. I think that's gonna lead to a lot of character progression from Doria, especially because now he's got to control his All Might skill. This must be the season where he
must do.
It must be, surely. I mean,
and then the season after that is when the main villain actually shows himself.
possibly. I mean, the thing is, from what I hear, Hero Academia is actually like quite a long
Anime?
manga.
Right.
Like it's a long series of mangas, and all the episodes so far aren't even close to reaching where the manga's at this point in time.
Okay.
So there's probably going to be a lot of stuff going on in the future as well. But yeah, it was good. It laid that foundation, and it's going to be following that, I'd gather. Hopefully Midoriya's going to get some skills, but you know, the thing is, it's very difficult to say anything like, obviously this is going to happen with this season, because every single time I think I know what they're going for, they completely sort of do a complete left turn.
Yeah. Well,
But it's kind of like,
compared to certain shows we've watched.
it's kind of like,
You know.
we could go down the motorway, but we're going to take the country roads and get to the same place, except in a much more scenic way.
See, that's the thing with it, this. The one thing I'm constantly impressed with is just how they manage to subvert what you expect. There's shows that manage to do it for a couple of episodes or for quite a few episodes, but not consistently like this. This is the first show I've ever watched where they've consistently hit the mark in, you know, just having really good episodes and essentially subverting what we expect.
Yeah, and I think season 2 is going to be a pretty good season.
So, as far as scores are concerned,
Well, it was mostly sort of a recap episode for the most part. So I still think it was a very good recap episode, and I also find it interesting that All Might is steadily losing more and more time that he can be transformed for.
Yeah.
So for the way that it managed to implement the new sort of storyline that it's going for this season, and the fact that it recapped the season 1 really well, and that we were also leaving, there's some other strings that they're kind of leaving untied for the time being that I guess we're going to have to kind of try and work out what's going to happen before they show it. For all that stuff, I'd say 8.2.
yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, 8.2. Yeah.
The thing is, again, there's been no bad episodes so far. No bad episodes whatsoever. Literally the only reason that score was given was because I can't really go any higher because there wasn't really much to, you know, that nothing much really happened. But despite the fact nothing much happened, they laid the groundwork really well. It was a really fun episode to watch, and yeah, it was good stuff.
Same here. I mean, the episode. It's not a bad episode. It's how you would. It's the best you would expect a sort of premiere episode of a season to be, especially in the sort of format that this show is in, where basically it slowly builds up over time, or what the overarching. It slowly builds up. I mean, some shows would have their the biggest moments at the first couple of episodes, you know, but this, because it's going to be more action based throughout the entire season, it starts a bit slower, which is what you would expect. So anyway, I think we've babbled on enough about this. So
yeah, excellent. Yeah, so that was it from us. Remember, you can find our reaction in the description below. If you like the reaction, give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Post your own thoughts on the episode. You know, all that good stuff. And we hope that you'll subscribe and continue to like our anime reactions. We do have another anime reaction plan in the works as well, so
Steins Gate, isn't it? Yeah.
Steins Gate, yeah, we've got Steins Gate, and also I believe it depends when MLP ends, we may also be having Sword Art Online. So we've got a lot of good things lined up. So hopefully the people who do follow us, who are into the anime stuff as well, hopefully you'll look forward to that content as well. But all that remains from us is to say, my name is Skybound.
Starlight Flux.
I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.